Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So today we have got a new mold and we are going to try another one of the eye candy mica powders. So if anybody wants some eye candy, I do have a discount code for you to use, as well as the link to their site. So we're going to try the new Candy Red. This looks more like a pink to me than a red, but we're going to try it. So I'm really liking their mica powders. They mix really, really well into the resin. So this is a little boat. So, I mean, you could use this for a lot of different things. You could actually even, use it for like putting your Q-tips in your bathroom or a bar of soap or anything. So it does have some rope details on the side, which we will do after we get this done. So I don't know how much it takes, and I know I could have measured it, but I didn't want to take the chance of my mold not being dry. So I mixed up 6 ounces. I'm like, it's not very thick, so we'll see. If we've got too much, we'll make it something else, and if it's not enough, I'll make up more. So I'm just going to open this. I'm gonna wipe my stick off here. And I'm gonna just put that. So as I'm putting it in there, it's almost like a terracotta color, I'm thinking. But we'll see once it gets blended. Whatever it is, it's a pretty color. It is really pretty. So it's definitely a little darker than what's in the bag. And I might add just a little bit more. I do want this to be opaque. So let's wipe that stick off. And we'll do another scoop. And then we'll just, whatever it is what it's gonna be. So I am using the Craftor 1-to-1 epoxy resin. And I also have a discount code and links for that as well. So if I can find this, I believe I got this one on Amazon. So I will put the link in the description box for this mold. That is just beautiful. I mean, look at that color. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit for just a couple of minutes. I just wanna make sure I got the very bottom where that little crease is. So I had originally thought about trying to turn this inside out, but it's a pretty rugged mold as I just get something in my mold. So that's why I decided that we would color the rope in after. So let me just make sure my glove, because I want to get the alcohol down in there. Because these, you can see they're like a rope. So bubbles are going to want to get trapped in those areas. So I am going to make sure that I give this a good spray and then rub that alcohol around to try to get it into all of those. Yeah, see, by putting the dark underneath, you can see where the rope marks are. So, yeah. All right, and got a little bit of unmixed right there. All right, so we're gonna pour it in, and we're gonna kind of let it go and do its thing. And then I'm gonna squish this around. All right, let's stop right there. And it's got like a band too around the top here. So I'm just going to just go around, because it's meant like, they look like they're boards, you know, like it's an old wooden boat with like a metal strapping, which I'm thinking would be like a black wrought iron or something. I don't know. We will see when we demold this. And I'm just going to kind of run this around and hopefully try to coat those little indents. So if there's any bubbles that they don't want to stick in there. I don't know if it's gonna work, but that's what I'm trying. All right. And before I get it completely full, let me take my silicone stick here, and I'm gonna kind of go around, and if I see a bubble, I'm going to try to dislodge it. But I'm not seeing any, guys. And I'm afraid if I stick this in there and there isn't a bubble, that I will make a bubble. So we're not going to do that. I will, however, just go around this rim, because I don't want any like micro bubbles catching in there. So this should be a short video for you guys. And let's see what we've got left. So it takes 4 ounces, which I kind of guessed. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe not, because you never know. All right, so we've got our little boat filled, and so I've got 2 ounces. Why don't we do a matching hippo? Yeah, let's just do a hippo. You know what? I also got out my 2 little birds. So we're gonna we'll pour this, and because I think this only takes 1.5 ounces, guys. So let's go ahead and if it takes 2 ounces, well, it takes 2 ounces. And I guess it takes 2 ounces. So we will only have the 1 extra, but maybe I can squeeze enough with my stick, not my stick, my, you know what I mean, this thingy. And maybe we can fill one of the birds. Because I know with these silicone scraper things, you can really, really get some extra resin out of your cup. I mean, look how much more resin we have in there now. Let's give this a little shake, and we will see if we can fill the bird. And not quite, not quite. I'm seeing a few micro bubbles along this edge. All right, so we will let this cure. And I will, I'll decide if I'm going to fill that or not. So yeah, I will be back on demold, and we will get this cute little boat all finished up. I'll be back. Alrighty, guys. These are cured. They are still warm, so I've got to be careful. I did make my other frog. I put some eyes in. So yeah, I just gotta put him with my other ones. All right, so let's get this little guy out. Come on. You're not usually difficult. Oh. Oh, he was a little still too warm. Crap. All right, but we can fix him. And maybe I won't even put the ear on. Maybe I'll put a little hat on him there. If I have a little hat. don't know. If I think my hats is too big. Yeah, they're way too big. I need some little baby hats. Well, we can glue him. Yeah, we'll just glue him. Let me get some E6000. Oh, I just wanted to get these undone so that I could, when I go to bed, I know it's done. And I'm just gonna grab some pliers. Of course, I grabbed the small ones. Let me grab my big ones. There we go. And I found if you put your E6000 on your piece when it's warm, it seems to cure a little faster. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna let that cure and then I'll figure out something. So hopefully we can get this little guy out without too much of a problem. I'm thinking this should be fairly easy to unmold. I'm thinking. But then again, I've been wrong many a times before. All right, so it's still a little bendy, so it's just gonna be careful. Yeah, so I finished dinner and I got 3 loads of laundry all folded. Oh, I really like that color. That is really pretty. All right. I am not seeing, there's a few micro bubbles right there. Yeah, but so I am thinking, and I'm not going to trim this. I'll trim this tomorrow once it's completely cooled down. Let's see. Do I want that color or do I want the shiny gold? Because I don't like this brown that I have. It's just, I don't know, it's a poopy color. Well, I guess we can try it. If I don't like it, I can just wipe it off, right? Because it kind of looks brown there, but I don't know if it's going to show up. No. No, no, no. I don't like it. All right, so I know we need something that's going to stand out. Let's go with our gold. This is the fine tip. Of course, it's going to be the last one that I pick up, right? And this is the flat tip. Let's see. Yeah, I think that is, this is going to be the right call. So it has finally stopped snowing. Man, oh man, I'm so sick of the crap weather. But they are saying that Monday we're supposed to be in the 60s, which will be the first time this year for us. So I've been trying to bust butt and get some videos ahead so I can take advantage of that nice weather, because I've got to wash my floors, and I want to change my living room around. And wash my windows. So I figured if it's going to be nice, and it's supposed to be sunny on Monday, so that's going to be a good day to do that. So in this way here, if I have my videos done, I'm not stressing that, you know, I need to get a video out. So I thought about doing the silver, but I'm like, the gold, I think, is going to be more of like a rope color. And I think the gold goes better with the red. So I did pretty good not getting bubbles in my little rope. I'm sure I'll find a few along the way, but so far, so good. We have a few down here, a few little micro bubbles, but it's on the bottom. Yeah, so I cooked on the grill in the rain and the snow. My husband had to go out and shovel the deck enough so that I wasn't gonna get my feet all wet. But I was bound and determined. I was cooking on the grill. I don't know what we're going to put in this little bowl, but I just thought it was so stinking cute. And I will put the link in the description. I believe I got this one on Amazon, so. And that's the one good thing with the resin is if you make a mistake, you can easily wipe it off. If you wipe it right away, you don't even need any alcohol, so. And then we'll just let it dry. Almost done. I might go over these in black. I don't know. There we have it. That is sharp looking. So my only other is I think I'm going to do the rim in the gold too. I was thinking about black, but let's see. I'll do one side and then kind of see how it looks. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. And even the spots that you can see through, it just kind of looks like antiqued. All right, so let me get this edge done, and then we'll do the top. And it's just so slippery. I have a spot to rest my finger. I do a better job. Yeah. Just go around with a second coat. And there we go. And then what I'll do, I can let this dry a little bit more and then just put a second coat. But you kind of get the gist of the look. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, as I just touched the wet paint. Alrighty. For some reason, the fine tip to me is brighter than the other one. don't know if you can see how much of a difference there is between these two pens. And I think that's why I gravitate to the fine tip more, because it comes out really, really shiny. Yeah. You know, and I let's see. Yeah, that is, I don't know why, but this little fine tip one just works so much better. Yeah. So note to self, just use the fine tip. Because it definitely makes a difference. See how much of a difference between this end and that end? Yeah. I don't know, it just flows out of this pen so much better. And then I'll just have to do the rim again. So if I tip it upside down like this, I can get the underneath. And then I can flip it over to do the top and the front. And then I'll just let this completely dry, and then if I have any little spots, I know I got a spot on the other side where I got some gold, like on the bottom of the boat from my finger. I can just clean that up. Look at how beautiful that looks now. Yeah, way better. All right, and then I'll let this dry, and then I'll do the outside edge, and yeah. And here we have our beautiful little boat. So I don't know what we're gonna put in it, but it's cute. And let's see, let's do something with Mr. Little Hippo here. Let's give him some gold eyes. And some gold in his nose. You know, we might as well just stick with the theme, right? Oh, what am I going to do with this ear to cover that? Let's see. I've got something, I am sure. All right, we got, thinking maybe we'll put a little bow. I don't know if it's going to be too big. Now if we had just the bow. All right, let me get my little scissors. And there we go. That will work. Yeah, it will. And Oh, sorry, I'm off the... So what I did is I just trimmed the little bow part off. So it's a bow without any hanging fringes. And I think that looks cute. And it covers up her little boo-boo ear. It does. So yeah. That is our little project for today, guys. Simple one, anybody can do. But I think overall it came out amazing. I love this red. So I do have a little bit of cleanup under here to do, but I'm just going to let everything dry before I clean it up. Alrighty, guys. I will see you on the next one. I will get some final pics. Alrighty. Bye.